Hey, what's up everyone, Owl here, and welcome to a whole new visual novel adventure. This is Synergia, made by Ratty Art Games and Top Hat Studios. This game has been described as a Cyberpunk Yuri visual novel thriller. Now, personally, I love the Cyberpunk aesthetic. Let's dive into this. New game. Guinea pigs. 20 days before the Synergia incident. Ooh. So something happens that's probably bad. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. John Keats. I don't have any Keats. Sir, our test models have left the lab. However, some issues arose. Issues? The convoy adjusted route, apparently due to a change that was made in the trailer's autopilot. After deterring from the main highway, it was then attacked not long after. What happened to the androids? One of them was destroyed by a fire inside the cargo unit. The rest were stolen during the attack. So we sent a deactivation signal from our main computer, but only 2 of them stopped transmitting their data flow. Interesting. So there are still 2 fully functional models. Affirmative. We've already located one of them, but the other is still missing. Is the main computer still receiving its data? Yes, sir, but the location signal is coming from the first machine. We believe it might have been able to disable the tracker, even though we cannot be sure about accessing the database. That would be extremely risky. Definitely not. Anyway, this could be a chance to see how these models behave in a hostile environment. Keep an eye on the functioning android, and make sure it's out of danger. Find the other one. Roger that, sir. I'll keep you informed. Smells like ozone. 15 days before the Synergia incident. Ooh. My schedule for today lists a 6-hour self-accusatory depression. Philip K. Dick, author of Blade Runner. I just gotta go and chime in real quick that I really do love the cyberpunk aesthetic, mostly because a lot of it is like that Deckard Cain private eye kind of thing, and I love that. Like, the idea of a private investigator in a futuristic city. Blade Runner is probably the best example of that. But there's a lot of sci-fi novels, Cybermancer and stuff like that, that also kind of fall into that category. It's awesome. There's nothing as nice as a rainy day. At least it'd be a nice day if I were home. It's not nearly as fun cooped up here in this car. There's a cloud generator right here. They do anything to get tourists. Still, that ozone smell is one of the best things about this district. Oh yeah, the smell of rain? Oh my god, love it. Vegas sure is taking his time. Wonder if I should go look for him. Nah, I'm good here. There he is. He's bringing the smell of rain inside along with him, although his cigarette stench soon overwhelms it. What took you so long? Is it serious? He lit up another cigarette, his 4th this morning. Dude is definitely looking at an emphysema diagnosis. Vega doesn't displease me. I can tolerate him way more than the rest of my coworkers. The smell really gets on my nerves. The woman just kept yammering on. Nothing important. The android. Would you mind, putting out that cigarette? It's raining outside. I can't smoke anywhere else. Take me home, then. Did you tell the boss? Sure I did. We're done for today. As I was saying, it was just an outdated android. It didn't support the latest version of the HoloNet, so it was giving her trouble. I hate being called for this kind of stuff. When do we turn to HoloNet's on-site tech support? Blame it on the war. Companies have their hands full of all those updates. We need to keep androids safe from hackers. Then they should use old models like I do. I don't get why everyone's obsessed with the new ones. Oh, Sela. Have you seen the iPhones recently? People buy those things day one, even though they're really not that much better for the last model. I don't know. Society, man. Society. You have to admit, they're charming. People get fond of them. You used to love the new models. Or so I've heard. Huh. I wonder if he's talking about... Nah, I don't think so. I know, I thought they were alive, but I grew out of it. I know, it's hard to believe since my first love was an android. Oh, come on! Great. He seems like he knows nothing. I'll have to make something up. No, it's true. It was a first-generation commercial model, handing out flyers near my home. How could you even like it? I mean, those had more of their wires in plain view, and they didn't even look human at all. I think barely around half of them passed the Turing test. It's embarrassing to think about now, but I thought all those wires looked cute. I was just a little girl, you know? I guess they were like toys to me. What about family then? How'd you plan to have kids with an android? Can't imagine my life now without my 2 little kids. Vega, it's called adoption, you dick. Vega takes every single chance to boast about his kids and how natural they are. They'll probably end up with implants in every nook and cranny though, just like everyone else. I know this might surprise you, but I wasn't exactly planning on having kids when I could still count my age with my fingers. And to this day, having kids still isn't one of my priorities. That's what I thought. Did you ever feel lonely all by yourself in that shack? Why do you even care? Besides, I'm not alone. I live with my android. Right, your android. You just told me it's an old model. Are you sure that can keep you company? No, it's just there to water my plants. Of course it's company for me and many more things. Things, huh? You're not breaking any laws, are you, Sela? Maybe that attraction for machines wasn't just puppy love after all. He gives me a glance out of the corner of his eyes, looking almost haunty. I know he's fishing for a specific answer. It's not like I haven't thought about it before. Having a crush on an android decades ago doesn't mean I want to fuck every single piece of scrap I find. Don't make me regret telling you that. Okay, jeez, it was a joke. You don't have to get like that. I just wanted to know if... It's shitty company. Are you happy now? Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I knew it. If you ever need to hang out with a flesh and blood person, just tell me. You can have dinner with us. Never in a million years. Sorry. Nah, just think about it, alright? It's important that our group stays healthy and united, you know? What's good for the group is good for the individual. I know, I've read the manual too. I just don't like family dinners. That's all. The whole one of us cult atmosphere going on. Ugh, hate it. Just trying to cheer you up. I don't want you watching over my back whilst you're moping. Again? It was an automatic medical checkup. Those things mess up all the time. Besides, your life is completely different from mine. That's why you don't understand me. You hit the nail on the head. My android isn't exactly the best company, and I have to take care of my health by myself still. It's not something I want to talk about with him. You're right. I can understand you, but I know someone who does. Have you talked to Darla from Vilta Labs? Not really. She's weird. Besides, I'd rather avoid Vilta as much as I can. I spent way too many years of my life with them. But I still think you should get to know her. Just because they're working for a big corporation doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. I mean, look at yourself. You're working for an amazing company, you're still a pain in the ass. Ha ha, very funny. She still doesn't come with us often anyway. Actually, she requested to join our unit. I'm going to convince our boss to send her out with us. Try to be friends with her. I can't promise anything. There's something I don't understand. You don't trust androids, yet you're really interested in working with them? How exactly did you get into this section? The boss is friends with my brother. A crony? Really? Ugh. Hey, someone had to take the job, and it's not like I'm not qualified. They usually do a competition for those. I had to pass a test. You take any chance you get. And it hasn't been too hard for you either. I guess, but getting the job because the boss and your brother are friends, I don't know, seems a little... We get closer to my house. The huge apartment block that reminds me more of a hive than a real home. Vega parks the car in front of my building. See you tomorrow. Hey, think about what I said. Go out, take a walk. Don't just stay home all day. It's not good for you. Yeah, whatever, man. The building is quiet as ever. Something I deeply appreciate. I walk up the concrete stairs leading to my door. I can hear Elaine opening it. Who's Elaine? She's our replicant! Elaine, a turtle is flipped over its back in the sun. Do you flip it over? I forget the actual question they ask the guy in the beginning, but it's something like that. Hello, Sela. Hello. My day has been great as always. I finished all my tasks in record time. I also cooked the noodles you like. Weren't we having meat today? I forgot to buy it. Sorry. P-face. Okay, is that a random event? Delete that personality feature. I'm gonna go change. Sure. Bad memory feature eliminated. Ugh, how was that creepy? Oh, hello! Well, she is a cop, so I guess she would be in shape. I thought I'd erase all those random events over the years. To be honest, I end up regretting it every single time. Elaine's ended up as a boring piece of scrap. And well, that's partly my fault. I can't stand it when she tries to act human-like. I'm done, Elaine. I want to ask you something. Go ahead. Doesn't it bother you to erase your own personality, little by little? I'm just doing what you asked me to. How can you keep me good company, then? What if I'm wrong? My analysis says you are healthy, and the odds of incorrect orders are very low. Besides, I always have to follow the orders of my master, unless they require hiring another human. Ah yes, the 3 laws of robotics, I believe written by Isaac Asimov. I'm probably gonna mess this up. It's, do not harm any human. You must follow any orders given to you by a human, as long as it does not violate the first law. And you must do everything to preserve your own existence, as long as it does not violate the first 2 laws. I believe those are the 3 laws of robotics. I could be wrong. It's been a very long time since I've watched / seen iRobot. Good book, good movie. What if all of these personality change orders are actually indirectly harming me? Your cold behavior is affecting my mood, partly. Yeah, that's it. I am not responsible for psychological harm caused to humans due to following their orders. I know, I just thought your AI was more... Whatever, I was just messing with you. Don't worry about it. I am not. The rule applies strictly to physical damage. My mere existence is enough to harm some humans feelings-wise. This was actually a story in iRobot, where there was a robot that they programmed to be telepathic, and because it couldn't harm humans, it kept telling lies in order to not hurt people's feelings, and in the end it basically has like a meltdown and explode. It was a cool story. What's your generation, Elaine? Second. You were definitely top of the line back then. You haven't aged too well. It has been some years since I've had good maintenance. Your food is getting cold. Please let me heat it up a little bit. Yeah, if she hasn't been brought in for maintenance, then whose fault is that? That's like saying, like, my old car is a piece of crap. Well, when's the last time you brought it to a mechanic? Never. The mystery's been solved! Whatever. I'm not hungry. Brat. I sit on the couch, turn on the TV, and put on the news. Elaine has always liked to listen to it. I even recall her asking me to let her watch. But what's one of her personality features I'll never erase? I hate it even more if she acted completely brainless. Besides, her strict logic comes in handy when I need some explanations. The Emperor's Parade is currently taking place in Conqueror Square. It seems like the leaders of the Republican Party are absent again. Don't you think it's strange to have empires and emperors in this age? It's almost anachronistic. Well, it is a multicultural country in a state of constant expansion ruled by an emperor. I think calling it an empire is correct. A lot of people love the Emperor. If only they knew. Do you know? No, what? He was a cyborg. Is he? Yeah, my team went to his place once. The Emperor's got a sex android harem, and he himself half machine. There's actually a council ruling in the background. They just keep him as the public face. A harem? Was it not that sex with androids was made illegal? Sure was, banned by the Emperor himself. During the parade, 3 members of the terrorist group White Cat Meow were arrested, all of them veterans from the Expansion Army. Seems like there's still members out there. Huh? Do you know them? They're a terrorist group, right? Yeah. They used to give us a lot of trouble. They've always been very skilled. They're veterans after all. But for some reason, they disappeared. Did they disappear, or did someone make them disappear? My team had a couple of missions and managed to get rid of a few, but it might have something to do with improvements to brain chips. The real threat now are androids, not cyborgs. Do you think I am a threat? Not you exactly. I mean, androids just generally. I mean, you are indeed a threat. You always have been. Androids are just as dangerous for the human race as much as humans themselves, but it doesn't mean we're gonna go extinct. Our laws say laws prevent any danger, sure, but those laws are just there because a programmer decided to put them in. Any programmer could make a murderous android. Well, not any programmer, but a really good one could do it. Still, that's enough. Suspending interest feature. I hope I did not hurt you. Hurt me? No way. Now let's watch some TV. What could make her ask that question? Maybe it's a security protocol. Hey, Elaine, why did you ask if your action hurt me? I have to look after your health. Thought so. A factory from the company Smart Movement has been closed after discovering their vehicles were being hacked to drive to the docks, where a body trafficking gang would capture humans and androids alike, and take them over the Yellow Sea. I guess the beta team did a lousy job. They shouldn't have let anyone know about the factory closure before getting the traffickers. Now they won't get anyone. Mr. Johann Schaefer has been declared innocent after the prosecutors failed to prove his ties to the presence of synthetic workers at the Wannabench brothels. Hypocrites. Doing it with a robot must be absolutely wonderful, seeing how popular those brothels have become. Elaine, would you ever have sex with me? I mean, if you had sexual organs. Well, I have to follow your orders, so I guess I would. Oh, this is getting kinda kinky. The ban on sexual intercourse is one of the most important laws in new models. Didn't you know? Is that why you do not want to upgrade me? Are you thinking of having sexual intercourse with me? Of course not. Besides, I just said you don't have sexual organs, but with a little imagination. Do you want me to do something, Sela? You just have to order it, but I have to remind you of what the law says about it. And even if you have been devoid of affection for quite a while, you can always get it in a legal human brothel in the city. I wasn't suggesting anything. And where did that affection thing come from? Leave me alone. I see you're upset. Do you want— Shut up. I clench my fist and try to calm myself down. It's not the first time she's gotten on my nerves. Every time I try to talk to her, she drives me insane. It's alright. Tell me if you need anything. The fast food chain Old Days has been forced to close 3 of their restaurants until they are upgraded to serve cyborg meals. The new artificial nutrition law enforces every establishment to serve this kind of meal. The new regulation is also causing big problems for the owners of small businesses, who can't afford the new mandatory facilities. It takes some of the noodles Elaine prepared. They're pretty good. Maybe I should thank her for it. But thinking about it, she wouldn't care if I thank her or not. They shouldn't bother. Parody has shown their new line of women's lingerie, ranging from the most suggestive panties to collars, even a whole new section of ropes and bondage attire. Good memories. Today, Corpo Industries has launched their new memory chip model. A large amount of students are currently waiting in line in front of their stores to be the first ones to try it. The creator of the chip hopes that thanks to this, a new era will dawn for Alzheimer's patients and students with bad memory. Yeah, that's me. Well, I'm not a student anymore, but my memory is pretty crappy. Universal basic income has now been completely implemented in the District of Atlas. This has led to riots in poor districts as they claim they need that income more than in developed districts. The riots were put to an end by the police a few hours ago. Hours passed as if they were minutes. All the weariness I brought with me was left on the doorstep. As always, the sun comes up and I haven't managed to get a second of sleep. Elaine has been looking at me all night. Again. I've had that happen to me so many times. I'll be at work and I'll be exhausted and I'll be like, oh, I'm ready to go to sleep. And then I'll get home and I'll be like, I'm gonna be awake for the next 10 hours. Ugh, it's frustrating. Sisters. I guess this is chapter 2. 14 days before the Synergia incident. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. I'm not gonna end it here. For we live by faith, not by sight. Corinthians, chapter 2, verses 5 through 7. I believe. I get up off the couch. Another dose. Ugh, bitter. Profapam, 0.5 milligrams. I'm guessing something to do with anxiety. Because I know, like, lorazepam is, like, an anxiety thing. Paroxetine, lorazepam. There's another Pam that also deals with anxiety, but I can't remember what it is right now. If I knew more about chemistry, I could probably be like, this is, whatever, but... Let's see, oxygen and hydrogen, nitrogen, more oxygen, chlorine? No. As I said, I'm not very good at the whole chemistry thing. Oh, the drugs have kicked in. Nice. Elaine, the time. Good morning. It's 9:15. Shit, I better check the holonet. Did you sleep in again? Sela, I've been waiting out here for 10 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm coming. I dress as fast as I can and leave my place without eating breakfast. Vega's in the car waiting for me in the usual spot, the driver's seat. Which would make sense. It's his car. Sort of. You can't keep oversleeping every day, Sela. I'm sorry, I'll tell them it was my fault. I can't be here to keep you in line all the time. I'm not your father, you know? I already said I'm sorry. Besides, yesterday we got back to my house very late. It's not my fault I'm not getting enough sleep. Ogre Division's in charge of the paperwork today, so we should get back early. This could be our last case together, you know? You've been promoted? I'm getting replaced. I'm sorry, Sela, but I don't trust you. And I think neither do I. Are you shitting me? Then what was that whole thing yesterday? Fuck you! The boss has been informed. Don't worry about it. And if I were you, I'd try to change. Things might get bad for you if you don't. Vega, what the fuck are you talking about? Come on, Sela. You know you're wrong. I'm just trying to help you. I'm getting replaced by that girl I talked to you about yesterday, Darla. You're gonna like her. So that's what the talk was about? Who does he think he is? He can't trust me? And yet he invites me over his house with his 2 kids and his wife. Okay, no, sure, makes total sense. What the hell? You're an asshole. Really, you go around telling me how to live my life when you're just a bitter family man, so shut the fuck up for once, Vega. Go on, keep acting all self-centered as you always do. You know I'm not your daughter, Vega. Go lecture someone else. You don't even know. Vega slams on the brakes and pulls over. Get out of the car, Sela. I can't believe it. The hell I am. This car isn't yours, it's the company's. But the company put me in charge, so get out of the car. The office is just a few blocks away. Walk it and cool yourself down a bit. Just start the car again. Get out of the fucking car, Sela. What a prick. I get out of the car and slam the door shut. I'm still trying to process what's going on. Everything was so sudden. God dang it! A few pedestrians stare, but they go back to their routines a few seconds later. I guess I'll have to walk to the station. It's kinda cold, and I didn't put on warm enough clothes. I still understand why Vega did that, but if he doesn't trust me, then I suppose it's better if he leaves. Now I'm gonna have to go see him all day. That fucking asshole. I arrive at the building and walk up to the room where the boss is waiting for us. Everyone's in their seats. Today's cases have already started to be assigned. Late again, Sela? I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I decided to stand up by the window. I don't really feel like listening to this. He's assigning the cases one at a time. It doesn't seem like there's anything big today. Just as usual. Androids keep getting more reliable. Nothing ever happens inside the borders. Sometimes I wonder if I should enlist in the foreign forces instead. Sela? Sela? So you're not just tardy, you're distracted too? I'm listening, sir. I don't have enough time to repeat the whole cases all over again. Kyle will tell you all the details in the van. Look at my sexy shoulders. Kyle? Who the hell is Kyle? Vega's replacement. I thought that was gonna be Darla. It's complicated. They'll explain it to you. I walk down to the parking lot. The other groups are already leaving. It seems like my new partner is waiting for me in the van. I get inside from the back and try to get comfortable. There's an innuendo in there somewhere. Are you Kyle? That's right! Where's Darla? She couldn't come. She's joining us in a few days. Is Vega coming with us? He's no longer part of your unit, so he went to the site in his own car. From now on, we'll be using the van, or as I call it, the Love Palace. I get it, whatever. Tell me about the mission. Okay, brah. Check it. It's a married couple. The woman, Christine, 40 years old. Kinda old, still kinda hot. And the man, Felix, is 43. The woman called a few hours ago claiming their android had taken her husband hostage. They're locked in the bedroom. I know, kinky, right? And the android refuses to let him go. There aren't any records or proof of purchase for this android, so I suspect it might have come from the black market. That's probably the source of the problem. It's gonna be hard to deal with an unregulated android, especially if they're strong enough to kidnap an adult man. So what's your role here? Back up? I'm covering your rear of my rifle. Don't make that, don't. Huh, okay. And why do I even need a sniper? Safety. I can't help but notice the Velta Labs logo on his arm. He works with them too, just like Darla. Hey, why am I getting grouped up with Velta mercenaries? Darla's gonna explain to you tomorrow. Don't worry, we're not mercenaries. We just accept money to go on military missions. Wait, what's the definition of mercenary again? Sure, no, it's fine. After a few minutes of silence, we arrive at the building. It's a fairly standard apartment complex. Kyle gets on the rooftop of the building in front and stands guard from there. I take the elevator to the floor where the couples live. Vega and a few other agents are already there, talking to the woman. Who's that? The specialist. She's gonna deal with the android. Isn't she like way too young? No, I am not, and I need you to elaborate on this whole situation. Didn't Kyle already explain it to you? The android locked himself in with the husband as its hostage. That's it. Did it do it for a specific reason? Perhaps something happened? None that I know. I'm asking her, Vega. We're still on bad terms, in case you forgot. Dick. No, it's never acted like that before. It's gotta be like broken. How strange. So where'd you buy it? It was such a long time ago, I just don't remember anymore. Sure. Does it ever go outside? Of course not. Why not? It just doesn't like it. Cut the crap. We're going for the door sooner or later to check on that android. Oh. You don't want to cooperate with us? That's on you. You see, lad, the curtains are closed, but I can see them with the heat sensor. The man's lying on the bed, still alive, and the android's right by the door, listening to you. Child's height, so I seems to confirm it's an illegal android. So tell me, Christine, are you or your husband infertile? Oh my god, what kind of question is that? Her face flushed as soon as I asked the question. She's definitely not going to help me. I should try to work with the android. I get closer to the door. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Try to connect directly to the android. Risky, but I don't have too many options. The woman hasn't helped me at all. Or it's too risky to get any kind of connection with black market android. I should try to convince him the old way. Okay, so old way I'm guessing is break down the door and start shooting, which sounds fun, but there's a hostage in there, and I don't want to risk clipping the hostage. So let's try negotiating first, and if that doesn't work, oh, you better believe we're gonna be blowing that android's brains clear over the place. Retirement. Hey, can you hear me? What's your name? Jim. Your original name. Do you know who Sal is? Is that you? No. What do you want exactly? No. Hey Vega, is there any way to access and improve a network? It doesn't seem like he's gonna open the door. The building should have a wireless access port. You can get to it from the electrical grid. There's a plug right next to the door. I connect my cable to the port and wait to see if the android sends out a signal. Just as I thought. It's not only retransmitting data, but also receiving information from somewhere else. I try to connect to him. His defenses are weak, and I manage to get through them easily. Oh my, that's an android. Oh, this is the inside of the room. Window, that's like a barricade, bed. That's the child there. Where's the hostage? I don't see him. Unless he's in there. There he is. Oh. Oh my. Are you gonna tell me your real name now? Well played. Thought I have to say I went easy on you. I'm Christy. It's a pleasure. This kind of programming. A scrap android. Despite that, its code's been changed completely in a recent update. That's gotta be the cause of the problem. It's a weird name for a boy. I have a kid's body, but my personality pattern is female, so I guess that makes me a girl. They've reprogrammed an old robot's AI to create me. You know how the black market works. Yeah, I know, alright. I glance at the owner. She's covering her face with her hands. I think she finally understands what got her. It's rare for black market androids to act this way. What happened? I have a message just for you. Only you can see it, so I'll send it through the network. For me? Yes, I'm sending it. The android tries to go through my defenses and breach my firewall in order to send me this message. Her attack attempt doesn't accomplish anything, not against my last generation skull chip. If you think I'm gonna let you into my brain, dream on. Wow, you're just as good as I expected. Who's that Sal you were talking about? My creator. The one who wrote the message and my personality. He's going to get upset once he realizes you won't be able to see him. So I guess that's it for me, right? I'm almost sad. It seems like she's really just a pawn controlled by that hacker. He must be good at stimulating feelings. The android has a really believable personality. You've got a very peculiar AI, so I'm sure the tech team's going to have a field day with that data. They're taking a version of you, and I promise you'll be better off with us with any scrapyard hacker. The thing is, we've got to arrest your owners. We can't do it if the door is closed. Is that okay with you? That's fair. Christy opens the door, but I just take a glance at the inside of the room. She's trapped the man by twisting the iron bedposts. It's not strange for black market androids to be manufactured without any kind of safety limits, so they got superhuman strength. What a pair of idiots. How long have you been here? Just a few days. I figure the android will never give me any specific information about her creator. Still, I have to ask. I'm intrigued by that Sal guy. Can you tell me anything about him? Of course. He would love to meet you. I wasn't expecting that. Creepy. So I have a stalker. Sal didn't really create me himself. He just put my brain in this boy's body. I was a pretty girl. Perfect even. I was created for the doc's biggest gang leader. But after a couple of years, he tossed me away and changed me for a new model. You know how it works. Typical. It is. Some of those gangs just live like kings. Sal took me in and repurposed my mind for this tiny body. He overrode my behavior patterns with those from a squirt, but didn't erase my old AI, so I'd be able to give you his message, and I've been here ever since then.
I don't know why they bought me, but I think I understand. It's hard to adopt a kid. They want to avoid all the paperwork by buying me, and Sal planned everything so you're the one to come for me. A perfect plan, isn't it?
So perfect it didn't work. We're going to use your voice and video records to put those two in jail. Do you have them?
I do, and I'll gladly give them to you.
How can you say that after all we've done for you, Jim?
For me? You bought me 2 days ago, you ungrateful piece of shit.
Alright, you guys can call each other names at the station. Let's move it along here. Vega gets closer to take the android. Alright, let's go, kiddo.
Let go of me, you old geezer. Sela, I hope to see you soon. Sal told me that you are beautiful, gorgeous, and I have to agree with him.
Oh, yeah, that's not creepy at all. What a guy. Better call up the boss and fill him in on the situation. Like always, he's connected to the holonet. Lieutenant, everything went smoothly. We have the hostage and the android. It seems like it was related to a hacker named Sal in the black market.
Good job, Sela. I'm glad you're in good shape. I hope you don't mind your new partner. These are just, formalities.
It's fine, Lieutenant. I have a request. Can I take a day off? I need to get used to all of this.
Sure. We'll deduct it from your vacation days. You did a great job today. Hoplonsec values the work of our employees do. So we're not just another private security firm. The state has put the district's safety in our hands, and you've made good steps towards preventing that today. The company takes great pride in you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, boss. But what about that vacation day?
We will get back to it later, Sela. We're done.
How shameless. I think I'll stay home tomorrow either way, and let the future Sela regret it. Good luck with your new partner, Vega. Farewell and good riddance, Sela. I wish you luck. Goodbye. Take care of the rest. I have to get back on the train. At least I can take a look at the city I'm supposed to protect. This shithole. Even the most upscale neighborhoods are corrupt to the core. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still in this place. I don't care about it. I don't like my coworkers. I don't get paid well. I guess that's just all I have. Well, that and Elaine. And I don't know which one is worse. Home. Alright, so we're gonna end episode 1 there. We solved our first crime. It was a hostage case, but now we know that we have a stalker by the name of Hacker, who for some weird reason is taking an interest in us, which is probably a bad thing. I'm guessing he's our main baddie in this story, for now at least. And hopefully we'll figure out what the hell this guy wants with us in the next episode. So thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm really interested in this series. I like this whole cyberpunk aesthetic. I want to play more games like this that have this kind of vibe going on, because I think it's awesome. And I hope you guys will join me in the next episode. All right, have a good one. Mwah!